All right, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Joey and I coming at you again today. We're gonna do some roster building, and with the new format and all that stuff, we got a lot to talk about, and a lot to figure out here. I'm gonna start off with my Brotherhood list that I'm gonna mess with, and I think that I'm gonna be playing with going forward. That's what I'm gonna do. Why can't I see the chat? It's kind of weird. I don't understand why I can't see a chat here on OBS. Looks like it's gone, like completely gone. God damn it. Settings. Stream. Okay. We have to just go to the. Hold on. Go to my stream and mute it, I guess. Alright. Oh, I guess I'm just going to have to stay here. I don't know why OBS doesn't pick up the chat right now. I picked up the chat last time. I have no idea why I can't view the chat right now. It's kind of weird. All right. We're going to share. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, we're cool. We're good. Maybe I could share it elsewhere. I don't know. I'm already having a hard time viewing the chat and all that stuff, so. All right, let's get to it. I don't want to listen to myself at all, so here we go. Great. Single player. Let's play some music, too, while we're at it. Actually, we just turn this off. Leave that going. What we want in the background playing is anime lofi stuff. Listen to some music. That's what we need to do here. There we go. There it is. There we go. Alright, let's build a roster. Let's have a good time and build a roster. Going with the new format. I don't know if everything's been updated yet with TTS, the new stuff, but you know, we'll find out. I think we're gonna start from scratch. Let's just remove everything. And we're going to figure this out. All right. I like Luke Cage. I'm thinking about dropping Bullseye and Valkyrie here. I think we're going to change my extracts up a little bit. I like my secures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm missing a whole bunch. I missed to start getting rid of stuff that's not whatever. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. Basically, I feel like this is my core for Brotherhood right now. Just looking for the cube. We're gonna get rid of that for now. Alright. So we're down to 2 character slots. And I need 6 tactics cards. And we gotta keep in mind the new restricted and all that too. Brace comes in. See, I'm thinking with Brotherhood, I think going forward, I think Indomitable and Brace are the way to go. Or it's either Indomitable and patch up or Brace and patch up. I don't know. I'm like debating on what I should be doing. We'll see what happens here. Hold on. Let's get this all out there. Sorry, we're gonna get this. I should have done this to begin with. There we go. Let's see if we get people to join. Chat with me for a bit. Alright, so let's get out the cards that I think are going to help me out a lot in this roster. I think makes the most sense. Heroes for Hire, obviously, because we're playing Luke. Indomitable. I think Marked for Death is going to be something that needs to come into play too. Let's get Patch Up out here. I have my eyes on Smash right now too. Sacrifice as well. There's another one. I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, and if I want to bring in Scarlet Witch, no more mutants, I think would be one a must-have. I think that's it for now. Okay. And then let's go with extracts. Debating. I hate scrolls. Debating Montesi. Spider Infected. I think those are the two that I'm debating the most, and like hammers, but I don't like I don't know. Who do I have as characters right now? Who am I debating? Scarlet Witch. I swear, last time I didn't have Bucky, I regretted it. So Hood. There ain't no Saint coming in, that's for sure. Vision as well. So if I bring Scarlet Witch, it's going to tie her to a card. I know having another 2-threat, but I'm trying to get away with not having another 2-threat. So I'm thinking... Oh, Black Cat as well. I got my eyes on Mortal. I know I've been trying this out. This hasn't been terrible. If Mortal adds the extra dice, and I'm going to have the power, no problem. Against physical attacking teams, it's going to be terrible, though. Who? Oh, I already have Vision. Okay, put him back. Vision's already in. So it's these 4. So Heroes for Hire is coming because I'm sold on Luke. I want to try Smash on Juggernaut. I'm not sold on it 100%, but I want to try that. 6. I just think in Dom and Brace are like stapled. But I want to take, it's either in Dom or... I'm gonna have to play a different game. Let's not try Indomitable. Let's go Brace. We're gonna go Patch Up. And I think Marked for Death is gonna be the other card that comes in. That's at 9. That's 5. I have one more card to play. Oh, that Mission Objective. That's another card I would need to grab. Face Me is another one that I'm debating as well. Face Me. Mission Objective. And like the reason why I'm debating, I'm liking Smash is because, well, I have the room to add other shit now. And the other thing is too, like, I'm not playing. What am I trying to say here? I'm not playing Thanos, anything to bump the dice. And I don't have Blind Obsession anymore. So, like, I figured just for like a momentary boost. I mean, with Magneto, I spent 2 power, break a size 2, gain +2 dice. I'm doing 8 dice attacks with rerolls. Attacks, yeah. So I mean, Juggernaut, if he breaks something, he's gonna break a size 3. One of an interactive terrain feature that is smaller than they are. So yeah, maybe Magneto doesn't play this. That's dumb. So maybe this card doesn't have any legs here. I mean, Juggernaut's the biggest. I mean, this will be a Juggernaut card, basically. But then again, like, if I do that with Juggernaut, I can turn him... I can have an activation where I don't have to move him and I can get 2 attacks. Right? But, I mean, you do want to move and get the extra dice. But then if I play the card, I hand out power to everyone. He gets the extra dice. So it'd be like a size 3. He breaks the size 3. He gets +3, +2, +5. So it's going to be +5 dice. He's going to be at 10. on one swing. But if I don't do that, I mean, he goes to 8 dice. I'm sorry, no. 3 plus 5 is 8. I'm sorry. Because if he's breaking a size 3, he gains dice equal to the size, I think. Yes, so he would go to 3. I wouldn't have to move. I would actually already get my plus 3. And if I do end up doing a whole bunch of damage... Yeah, okay. This is a Juggernaut card. I'm going to give this a shot. So this, I think Brace, Patch Up, Marked for Death. And then it's one of these cards here. Face Me, No More Mutants, Mission Objective. And I still have to decide on characters who I'm going to play. Honestly, I think Scarlet Witch and Black Cat make it. Now. Or Scarlet Witch and Hood will make it. Give me more Mystic Attackers. I'm not concerned about Baron Mordo. Maybe it's just... Or maybe it's these two. Hood, Black Cat. And I save attack that slot for Mission Objective. Or Face Me. But I'm starting to like more of this normal mutant shit. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to table you for now. We're going to go you two. For sure. And then we're going to have to go no more mutants. I could probably take out Mark for Death too, but... Alright, so now... Save the roster. Let's edit. Save. So I'm thinking, okay, so my thinking on this is like, I'll have Hood for the healing. Hey, how are you, Beef Dragon? How you doing, bro? Just sitting here making a roster, man. Just enjoying myself. How are you doing? By the way, can you hear the music in the background? And let me know if it's too loud and you can't hear me, or if it's too low and you can't hear it. Let me know. How you doing, Beef Dragon? I'm just sitting here making a Brotherhood roster, man, according to the new rules. And, you know, maybe talk about what everybody's feelings are on the new format of what's going on. But yeah, this is me building a Brotherhood roster, and I'll explain my thought process on this in a second. So like, these are the cards that are going in, and I'll tell you why I'm thinking this. I think I had Marked for Death, No More Mutants, and I'm going Scarlet Witch, Hood, and we're gonna try. Let's go Montesi formula. We're gonna go with this here. Put this out to the side. Nice, good, man, good. As long as you can hear it, it's not loud, and you can hear me. That's good. All right, so let's talk about this for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is going off the new format, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I think Brotherhood is, to be honest with you, I don't think Brotherhood is any... Let me turn this down a bit, because I'm having a hard time hearing myself. So, here's the thing. I think Brotherhood is just fine because they have a... Here's the epiphany that I came up with last night, by the way. Hear me out on this. I think teams right now that have really good tactics cards got buffed from this format. And let me explain why. If you were building your tactics around, you know, you had your restricted cards, okay, cool, what's going to benefit my team? And then from there you filled it in with everything else that was like, you know, either attack or what's good for your roster, whatever, right? So now, with those powerful cards being gone, like Med Pack, Field Dressing, a lot of crazy shit, Blind Obsession, right? I think your options for restricted are kind of like, there's clearly like a tier list for restricted right now, right? There's clearly like, you're probably taking Brace, you're probably going to be taking Patch Up, right? So you're kind of locked there. You have to fill out the rest of your stuff with whatever you want, right? So I think teams, because so much shit got rotated out, I think teams that have strong built-in affiliation tactics cards are going to be really good this format, which to be honest with you, I like that. I'm a huge fan of it. It's going to make people take maybe a couple more tactics cards that maybe they wouldn't have taken in the previous format. And now you just have this flexibility. Like right now, so check this out. Like look at my situation for a second, right? When I made a Brotherhood roster, every time, I swear to you, it would always be field dressing, because that makes sense, and either brace or like med pack. Whatever. I went brace for impact because people want to throw, and then I would go indomitable, right? Now, like I'm not so like, okay, I have to take field dressing, I have to do this. Like even with brace, like I don't even feel like I have to take it, but I just feel like it's so strong that I could have to, right? Like because whatever. And then I'm taking patch up, right? I'm not so what I'm trying to get to is that I'm not too concerned with taking what's in restricted. I'm more concerned about the rest of my tactics cards and how does it work, right? Like right now, I couldn't find a spot for Scarlet Witch, right? So I couldn't find a spot for Scarlet Witch last season. I could not, even when I did, okay? Even when I did, I'd never fielded her, ever. Not one time. Now, with, Indomitable going to restricted, and all that stuff, I feel like I need to have her because of No More Mutants, because it turns off a superpower. And like one of Brotherhood's biggest problems, at least a Magneto-led Brotherhood, one of its biggest problems is the minute you displace Magneto, he kind of becomes just mad. He can't get into the game. Climbing gear is gone too. I just forgot about that. Climbing gear. So like that core that I felt like I was strapped to is gone. But because I have really good tactics cards that I'm not concerned, right? Like Asteroid M, Deception, Magnetic Refraction, right? That stays. But it kind of frees up other things where I'm like, okay, cool, man. I can go get I can go get Heroes for Hire. I can play a Mark for Death. I could just like start going into my bag a bit, right? That's why Hood's here, by the way. Hood is here because of the healing. The healing that he could do. Now, granted, the one drawback right now is that you get bleed, but hey, you heal a vision. He doesn't get bleed. So like that's why Hood's here. I'm gonna have him flush with power for the healing. Like I can go into a game. I can go into a game now where I'm like not too concerned about healing, because then I'll just not play patch up. I'll just play Hood, and he'll be my healer. And then what it'll do is I'll just play brace for impact, and maybe I shouldn't play patch up then. Damn, this is so fucking hard. It's not hard. It's interesting now. It's a different world for me. All right, let's go to the comments right quick. No, Grandpa, I disagree with you. Spider Foes did not get slapped. Spider Foes have really good tactics cards and just got freed up to play other things. Let me explain. Let me talk about that for a second. Let's talk about Spider Foes for a second. Let's get off Brotherhood. This is basically what I'm gonna be playing for today. When I go to a local today. And we'll see what happens with this. I think this is going to be interesting. I'm going to try Smash. My thought process on Smash is I'm not playing Thanos. I'm not playing Thanos at all because I'm off that crap. I'm not playing Mordo, even though I would like to, for the plus dice. I'm thinking Smash is a really good card for Juggernaut. What you can end up doing is, because you can break a size 3 terrain feature, and you can gain +3 dice. And if you're in a situation where you need 2 activations to maybe do some damage to somebody, my thought process on Smash with Juggernaut is to go ahead, get next to a terrain feature, break it with Smash, gain the plus dice, and then you can get 2 actions on a character with swinging with 8 dice attacks. And then from there, with the power that you generated, you can still push yourself into a better position and to go ahead and bout next turn. That's my thought process on Smash. It's going to be a Juggernaut card. What about Supergiant? Oh, God. Okay. Are you seriously asking me about Supergiant? Is that a beef jack? Is that a serious question? I'm not trying to be like whatever. I'm serious. I don't know if you're I don't know if you're joking or you're serious about Supergiant. This is the roster here. Let's close it out. Let's talk about Spider Foes for a second and why I think they're okay. And why I think they didn't get slapped. I think they actually, people need to reevaluate that roster because of what happened. Because, like I said, I think teams that have really good tactics cards benefited a lot from this. Okay? So like let's go to some here, Sinister Traps. Neogenetic Recombinator. Let's talk about this for a second. This card that I can never find room for, just found room. Neogenetic Recombinator, well-laid plans, obviously. What's another one for Spider Foes? I can't think off the top of my head right now. Yeah, but the Smash, yes, it can be used both ways. It can be used with Magneto, I think. But the problem with Smash is, okay, so I have to let me go back to this roster again. Let's look at Smash again. And I could have read this wrong. So hold on a minute. Hold on. We talked about. Let's get to this for a second. Let's look at Smash. So Smash, if the character is within one of an interactive terrain feature that is a smaller size, you see what the problem is there. The reason why I'm not thinking about a size 2, like the only way I think of a size 2 terrain feature is if I can like do it with Magneto, because he's size 2, right? Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes, you can do it on a size 2. Correct. Yes, absolutely. 100%. You can use it on a size 2, but me, like for Juggernaut, I'm like, it's going to make my, here's why I think I already explained it with Juggernaut. So like, I want to turn Juggernaut not into just a one action person, if that makes sense. I want him to maximize 2 actions somehow, right? So, like, if I can... Because there are times with Juggernaut, I swing and miss. More times than not, to be honest with you. More times than not. I feel like if I had an extra activation, I would probably get another shot at dazing a character. So, that's the reason why Smash is just coming along with Juggy if I ever play him, right? So, does that make sense? But yeah, you're right. I think Smash on a size 2 is money. Like, that's money as well. I think size 2, size 3, obviously, right? So yeah, Supergiant. Yeah, you are okay. So all right. I don't think we need to get into that. So let's get into Spider Foes for a second. By the way, overall feelings. What do you guys think of the new formats? Like, tell me. Like, give me your honest opinions. Tell me what's up. Like, what do you guys actually think of the format? I want to talk to the community. I want to talk to you guys. I want to hear your opinions. I've had a long 3 hours yesterday, because I'm running an IRL league, and I told my league that starting next week, which is the start of week 2, we're going to use this format. And everybody, that went into a whole. I wasted a lot of breath in 3 hours talking to just people that just, I don't know. So let's talk about Spider Foes, okay? Ooh, let's bring in another card. Actually. Here we go. I just thought of another one. As we're still going through this, I thought of another card. Look at this. Hold on. Monkey Brain. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Monkey Brain. That's another card. So, like, obviously, Sinister Traps is amazing. This card just got better. Right? Exactly. Like I'm sad Mad Pack is gone, but at the same time I'm not. Field dressing needed to go. I literally, like, my opinion on field dressing was before this past Monday, was that I don't think it needs to go, but I would understand if it did. Monday was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I had a game in hand and I completely forgot that my opponent had field dressing, and I went and dazed the character, and then he just woke up the character, which was Black Cat, stole 2 of my objectives, and got like literally a 3-point swing off of 4 power. Well, 10 total. So once that happened, I was like, now I understand why. Now I understand why this card should be banned. Med Pack is one where I'm like, damn, that sucks. But we'll see what happens with healing cards, because right now we only have one patch up. We'll see what direction they're going to take. Maybe they make a new healing card later on down the line. That's maybe just, that you have to think about playing, right? Because the difference between Med Pack and Patch Up is like Med Pack is you just spend 2 power within 3, somebody heal 3. Patch Up is like you have to be within 2, have a certain amount of power, and then heal your character. There's a little bit more thinking behind that card than Med Pack was, to be honest with you. So as long as they can make another healing card that you have to think a little bit, and like it's not something that's just so easy to play, you know what I mean? It's just like whatever. Like I took Med Pack over Patch Up just because it was just easier to play and it took no thought. So if they make another healing card, I'm hoping that it whatever. The other thing is too, like Shield has Med Pack, so maybe that's the other reason why they got rid of it too. They're like, well, we got this card and they can heal. We don't want people taking Med Pack. It's just one of those things, I think, to be honest with you. So like, let's talk about this card here. Okay, let's talk about Neogenetic Recombinator. Because of the fact that we have a lack of healing now, right? Med Pack is gone. Yeah, exactly. They could always reprint. I foresee maybe Blind Obsession being reprinted at some point. Maybe I could be wrong. I can probably see Med Pack getting a reprint and like maybe something redone there. Field Dressing will never come back. I'll tell you that right now. Field Dressing will never return. If anybody don't hold your breath on that one. Field Dressing, Bitter Rivals, those cards will never return. Period. Like if you're hoping for those cards, they will never return, and it's a good thing. So 2 allied Spider-Foes characters within 3 of each other may play this card. One of the characters that played this card may suffer up to 3 damage. Remove the damage from the other character that played this card equal to the damage suffered. So because of the fact that Med Pack and Patch Up's your only healing card now, this card makes it into your list. This is another healing card for the Spider-Foes. You go ahead, and I've always liked this card, and I've always wanted to fit it in, but I've always had better cards to heal my characters with. Like, Med Pack was just better, fundamentally. But now you can get into a situation where you can get, like, the prime target for this card, for me, is, like, Lizard. So you can go ahead, put the 3 damage on the Lizard, and then what you could end up doing then is activating Lizard. He can do the heal for 1, and then heal one of those damage. So basically, he's healing that damage back at some point. Or you can do a situation where you can go Neogenetic Recombinator and then play Patch Up, right? And then play Patch Up, and then you can heal your character that way. This card I'm telling you, like, this card is up. So this is the reason why I think the Spider-Foes are in a better spot than what they were about 2 days ago. I think that they're going to be top tier or anything like that? No. I think they're going to get more play, and I think people need to revisit them again because I think they got some really good stuff. This card is bonkers. You play this on fucking Lizard on on Gamma Wave or something like that. You just get in the middle, spend a 3 power, and then these are automatic pushes. Like, this card makes it into your slots now. Dude, this is 4 cards here. And are really good. Like, you just pick and choose at this point. And then you just fill out the rest of your roster with, like, tech cards now. And, like, you get some... I think with Spider-Foes, I think you're going to be taking Brace and Patch Up. I think we're all in agreement there. Those are probably the 2 best cards, right? I mean... You can say I'm wrong, but I think those are the 2 best cards in the restricted, right? I mean, any disagreement there? So I think Spider-Foes are in a really good spot with this. They can finally play this card, which is fucking good. This card is really good. Citrus Traps, we don't even talk about that. Monkey Brain, really good. Well-Laid Plans is situational. Like, unfortunately, you have to bring in Doc Ock, but you'll figure it out. This card has definitely gotten better with time. So I think that's what you'll end up taking there, and in my humblest opinion. I think other cards. Oh, I did not put in Mission Objective. Ah, damn it. Hold on. Let me revisit the roster again. Mistakes were made. Actually, no. We're gonna go without Mission Objectives today. I'm gonna try this out today. We're gonna try out this roster here with Brotherhood, and see how it goes. Heroes for Hire makes it in here because I like Luke Cage with the bodyguarding. No More Mutants has definitely made it in. I mean, Scarlet Witch has made it back into my roster now, which is good. I'm happy about that. Smash has made it in. This will be the spot that I'm going to debate the most. So I know this is not the most optimal thing ever, but right now I'm testing this out because I have the freedom to do that right now. I have the freedom to do that, and I can go ahead and like try this out and see how it works for me, and see if it works like how I think it's going to work. Right? That's where we're at right now. We're in a whole new world, guys. We're in a whole new world of MCP, and if that doesn't make you excited, I don't know what will with this game, honestly, in my opinion, right? Like, we're in a whole new world right now, and I'm pretty sure Lucas, man, you've been playing a lot of Shadowland Daredevil. I know are you the most affected by these changes, by the way? Because I know you had a certain combination going with like Bucky and like Blind Obsession and all that stuff, and unfortunately we didn't get to see it play out this season. We're not going to see it play out this season. Like, did this affect your roster? Is this affecting your roster decisions right now with Shadowland Daredevil? Let me know. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's definitely normalize taking Vin Diesel without Rocket. Let's do it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, we're gonna try this out today at a local today and see how this goes. I think we got something figured out here with Brotherhood here. We're gonna put this aside. I think right now the honorable mentions right now. So these are the cards I'm debating for that 10th slot. Sacrifice. Well, I can't take Sacrifice because it's limited. But these are the 3 here, and well, that's another one that's limited. But like Mission Objective, Face Me are the 2 that I got my eyes on the most. We're going to see what I can do. Face Me is basically a Juggernaut card. He walks up, Face Me, attacks him, and then he can just do his thing. Mission Objective is just fucking a super strong card. Just pass over an objective and whatever. I lost like 6 it hurts. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. You lost a lot of shit that you've been working on. Right? You lost a lot of stuff that you were working on, man. And what you had was pretty good. I think that list took a little bit of a hit yesterday. So I think, dude, they knew. Like, the developers knew. They knew about Blind Obsession, Bucky, and like shooting and all. Shadowland Daredevil, re-rolling stuff. They knew, dude. They knew. All right, so let's talk about. So, like, where are we at now with banned cards? Yeah, I mean, Sacrifice was one of... Dude, the big surprises for me yesterday that got the restricted was Disarm. And I got to say, like, that's really good foresight from AMG, right? They knew that if they left Disarm alone, that card was going to be taken a lot. They knew. Like, that should tell you how much I think they're in tune with everything and, like, their game, and I think they know their game really well. Like, that was a surprise for me. I didn't think they had the foresight to restrict Disarm. Sacrifice, too. So, to have the foresight on that, crazy. Like, that's some sick shit. Like, those were the surprises for me yesterday. Advanced R&D was long overdue to hit a restricted or whatever. Never. I don't think R&D should get banned, but it was overdue for a restriction. The other restrictions that got me, well, I'm happy about is reality and space. So all those players that were coming up with space Maw stuff, I wonder what you're gonna do going forward. Granted, it's still strong. It's just you have to take a restricted slot, which kind of hampers you a bit. So I'm curious to see what Black Order does going forward. I'm curious to see what the Space Mob people are going to come up with now. Like, It's the Wild West right now, and I'm telling you, if you're playing TTS, this has to be one of the most exciting and like stressful times for you. Luckily, they pushed the sign-ups back a week because I feel like it needed to be pushed back. It needed to be pushed back a week, which is a good decision by the people who are organizing TTS League. But like the rosters are going to be, it's a whole new world. Like it's a whole new, like we don't know anymore. Right now, it's the Wild West. Right, we have speculations on what's going to be good, what's not going to be good, but we don't know. We gotta let it. We gotta see how this plays out, man. And I'm excited. Like me, I'm not gonna be playing this season, but I'm gonna be excited as a spectator, just sitting back and like just watching games and see what people come up with now. Because I mean, I'll tell you this right now. Before this change happened, I'm telling you, in my head, it was Shadowland Daredevil, Brotherhood. Definitely Criminal Syndicate because they're part of Shadowland Daredevil, and then they're really good. Black Order, Thanos again. Definitely Guardians. And probably like the Shield agents, right? So like those are the teams that I felt like were gonna do really well. And that's a big list, right? I just came with a big list. Like they're gonna do really well. Now it's like I'm sitting here thinking about teams that have really good tactics cards and like how they can benefit and optimize their roster to do well in the league. And obviously Brotherhood. I know Black Order has a lot of tactics cards, but they have to think about their decision making when it comes to their rosters. You're not going to see a lot of splash Thanos. People will be splashing Thanos, but it won't be like you think it's going to be. And I'm happy about that, by the way. So that's really cool. And I think Shield is going to get a buff from this too because they have an assortment of tactics cards, and I think they benefit the most, and it's a good thing. I think they benefit from this a lot, and it's a good thing. I think Spider Foes people need to maybe revisit. I don't think they're gonna do the greatest, but I think they have really good tactics cards and have a game plan, and they don't have to be so hey, do I need to field dress? No, I think the freedom when their tactics card slots are there to make. I think people need to revisit Cabal maybe a little bit. X-Men too. X-Men as well. X-Men has some pretty good tactics cards. They're gonna be strong. And of course, people might think I'm wrong there, but I know. It's just an opinion. It's interesting, right? Like Trip Up. Okay, Trip Up. Let's look at that card. I have not played this. I have not played this card in a long time. That's because, everything else was just better. Trip Up. That's a card that I need to think about as well. When an allied character turns an enemy character, may spend one power to play this card. I like it. Why not? I used to play this card a lot with let me give you a story on this card. I used to play this card a lot with my defenders teams back in the day to hand out stun and stagger. If you can hit stun and stagger on people for 1 power each, it's a 2 power cost, and you can put that on a problem character, that is huge. And it's a reactive card too, by the way. So like what's interesting about this card is, let's say for example, let's think about a character who has a clapback. Venom. Okay. Let's say, for example, you got a character within 2 of an enemy character and someone attacks Venom. You did like a sacrifice on the Venom or something, right? Venom gets attacked. Venom claps for 2. You spend 1. The other character spends 1. You do your attack. But here's the thing. Here's the deal about this card, though. You have to do damage. This card, I'm thinking, is probably... You see what I'm thinking there? But you only have to... Why? Now, here's the thing. Why do I think this is good with Spider Foes? Anybody want to take a guess? I'm glad you brought up Trip Up. I forgot about that card. I want to talk about this. Anybody have any idea? I just literally gave you a combo. But... So, the other thing, too, with with spider foes, your reroll is free. Your reroll is free. So you can go. It's just totally dependent on you doing 1 damage though. That's the only hiccup with this card. But I mean, 1 damage. If you have built-in rerolls, or your spider foes, you can reroll a defense die or something like that, and you can do that 1 damage. Dude, stun and stagger is not a fun day. Stun and stagger is not a fun day. Yeah, probably. Yes, I think this will be. Yes, you're absolutely correct. I think Trip Up will be a card. And Lucas, I think now that I'm thinking about you, you might need to look at this card for Shadowland Daredevil. I think you might need to take a look at this card. Maybe come up, because you have the reroll and you should be maybe guaranteeing that 1 damage or something like that. Not guaranteeing. I shouldn't say you can't guarantee a damage, but you get what I mean. You can reroll a die and whatever. Getting stun and stagger on like characters like Magneto, fucking Thanos. Who's another one? I mean, just any big threat character is huge, man. It's huge. It fucks with their action economy. It fucks with their power economy. Like, stagger sucks. And on top of that, if you pair this up with like, if you play Black Cat and she's handing out staggers, and then you play this card and you have another way to put out staggers, like, granted, okay. If you want to put out stagger as much as possible, play Black Cat. If you don't want to play Black Cat and you just need this like maybe 1 time to like fuck with somebody's action economy, like maybe play this. Yeah, like I think, see, like spider foes. You see, I'm slowly building this. I'm glad you guys are here. Like, I'm slowly building this. Slowly. I think the restricted is probably patch up and brace. Again, I just can't get away from brace. Brace is probably the best card on that restricted list. You just can't get away from it, which is not a bad thing because throws are strong. I think people underestimate throws, and that's not. You should never underestimate throws. They're the strongest control thing in the game. So like trip up is something. Yeah, man, test it. Give it a shot. I like the idea of trip up. I really do. Stun and stagger on somebody is fucking brutal. Like, it is brutal. For 1 damage. So 2 power cost, 1 damage is all you have to do. 1 damage. That's it. Kick them while they're down's another one. The thing about kick them while they're down, so let's look at that card too. Kick them while they're down. I like what we're doing today, guys. Thank you for joining the stream, by the way. I like what we're doing right now. We're talking, we're conversating, we're like thinking about cards. We're going in our bag. I like to call it going in your bag. Like, you're going in your bag, attack the cards right now, and you're really searching for something to replace what you lost. Like, that's good. That's what I love that. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Keep bringing up cards, guys. Let's do this. Kick them while they're down. Spending to play this card. When attacking, chose to attack this round. Allocators may roll 1 attack for each special condition. The problem with this card is, man, like, it's not a problem. I liked this card back in the day. I still think it's fine, but it's dependent on you having your opponent having a special condition, which is not hard to put on them or anything like that. Because a lot of people, like, when you put bleed on somebody, it kind of just sticks there. They don't shake bleed normally. Like, from my experience of playing people, they don't shake bleed normally. So, I mean, I could see, now that I mentioned that with bleed, maybe whatchamacallit? Can't think of the team right now. Maybe Midnight Sun should revisit this card here. I think maybe Midnight Sun should revisit this because of the fact that how often they put out bleed on people, and you're getting a condition. A reroll helps on attack dice. So if you can go out and do that, I mean, maybe. Holy shit, Lucas. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hold on. Whoa. Guys. Hold on. Holy shit. Auto incinerate. she's going to have the power. She's going to have the power to play this card with no problem. Dude, this is gross. So, okay, hear me out. Hold on. Yo, my brain is turning. It's turning right now. It's turning. Not that I'm crazy. This is not that I'm crazy. It's turning. Hold on. Put the power gem on her. Go up, I-beam. You can find a way to get multiple I-beams. If you need to guarantee or like make your dice a little more consistent. This is all jank shit, but this is funny. So what you could do, hand out Incinerate. You spend 2 power. You play that on a character. They have Incinerate. And then you attack, reroll a die. Spider Foes reroll. Black Swan reroll. Holy shit. On the cover, though, Chewy, they hand out condition like Mad Lads. Yeah. Holy shit, dude. Look at this. Whoa. But this is where my Black Swan first. Black Swan is in my Spider Foes roster already. She makes this work really well. Whoa. What do you think about that? What do you guys think about that? You bring in Black Swan. You hit Auto Incinerate. Right? Hit Auto Incinerate. She has the power to do the kick them while they're down. She's going to have the power gem on her. Right? Have the power gem on her. Jesus. This is pretty good. This is a fun thing to try out, I think. I mean, you're going to get one reroll, but, like, you put this on, like, characters that, you know, you're having issues with taking down. You get a reroll. Spider Foes reroll. Black Swan reroll. What do you think? What do you think about that? How does that sound? Is it? Am I overestimating this? Am I overestimating kick 'em while they're down with Black Swan? Am I overestimating that? Tell me, guys. Talk to me. What do you think about that? Venom auto bleeds. What do you think about that? That's not bad, dude. Lucas going in his bag. He's going in his bag right now. And open up my eyes to something that is in the works here. This is in the works. So I have to debate one of these 2 cards, I think. But you're handing out conditions. I think this card, Midnight. I think Midnight Suns need to think about playing it. No, because we'll leave that up for another day. But Spider Foes, I think this has a little bit of legs. You know, Venom goes and puts out Bleed. He can get a reroll. Black Swan can hand out Incinerate to multiple characters. And then from there, you figure it out. Like, who do you want to reroll on? And then Black Swan finishes the job. Oh, Swan at full seems good. I have Crystal in my potential list. It kick them while they're down. It does, yes. Crystal makes it better because she's constantly generating a power and stuff, and like she puts out conditions like it's nobody's business. But the difference between Swan and there's 2 differences. Swan puts out Auto Incinerate. Crystal does it on a wild, and you do have the reroll. That's true. So that's number 1. Number 2. The threat level, right? So Crystal's cheaper at 3 and moves faster. Swan's a 5 threat because you're taking it with the power gem. You're not going to take it with the power gem. That's just not a thing. You're going to take it with the power gem and any other list outside of probably Brotherhood or other lists that can help her generate power without having her attack. So she's going to be tied to the power gem. She's going to be a 5 threat, which is not a knock. It's actually good. So she'll end up gaining like 3 power a turn. So that's why I think Kick 'Em While They're Down is really good with Swan. But I can see it. With with Crystal, because the fact that she's constantly generating a power, right? And then just, getting wilds, getting whatever, and just doing her thing and whatever. I can see it there. But I think Swan will probably be the most efficient because you're gaining the power by yourself from the power gem. You're already at 3 power. You literally just start turn 1 probably going up, charging, I beam somebody else, and then just start getting the conditions going, and then just wait to get the reroll. And with her, she effectively, think about this. She effectively, during that turn, has 3 rerolls. Right? She has a reroll built in. She has the leadership reroll, which is once per turn, so that's 1. And then you're going to have Kick 'Em While They're Down, which is an offensive reroll. And this is without even thinking about putting other conditions on a character either. So I'm only going off of one condition off of this character, which is Incinerate. We're not talking about Venom yet. We haven't talked about other characters that can put out conditions to add another die for the reroll. She should be, with this combination, she should be probably nuking a character. Am I wrong in thinking that? No, I agree. I think, agreed, 100%. I think it's better with multiple conditions. This is where I'm talking about. Now let's bring up Venom. Venom auto bleeds. So Black Swan auto incinerates. Venom auto bleeds. So that's 2 conditions. Right now. That's 2 conditions. Right? So you're gonna be able to reroll 2 dice, either with Venom, or you're gonna be doing with Black Swan. You know what I'm saying? So those are 2 characters right there that do auto condition. So I'm thinking 2 conditions you get on a character, and then you get those rerolls. All right, man, take it easy, man. Dude, yes, look at this. You see it now. You see, isn't this funny? I'm not saying this is optimal or anything, but this is funny. You need about, again, this is 3 power. She has it. No problem. She has it. No problem. Man. We're making something pretty funny here. This is pretty funny. I like this. This is interesting. This is interesting, right? You fucking do trip up, you get 2 conditions. Right? Trip up 2 conditions. Kick them while they're down. But I kind of want, I don't think I'll end up doing that because I think this card, I don't want to nuke a character right away the minute they have stagger. Reason being is I should just kill the character when I can, right? But if I'm not too confident that I can nuke a character in 1 turn, I think trip up is enough. I can play trip up 1 time, get the stagger, get the stun, and then be done. And don't worry about kick them while they're down with that. I think I'll worry about kick them while they're down if I can get them to their injured side and plot out getting the rerolls to finish them off. I think that's the way you do it. That's cute though. You do these 2 here together, and then you get your rerolls, huh? I kind of want to screw over somebody with activations with stagger anyway, but that's funny. Isn't that cool though? Look at what we just came up with. That's fucking cool. That's awesome, right? But yeah, so Hammerhead, earlier. So how do you feel after talking this through for a little bit? How do you feel about Spider Foes? I still don't think that they're the talk of the town. Exactly. Right. Agreed. 100% with that, Lucas. So how do you feel about after talking this through for a minute? Like, I think they got some legs. I think now you can just go. You can go more in your bag with Tactics cards, which is good. I think that's a good thing for Spider Foes. Because now you can just start pulling shit out, and you're like, oh my god, I think this will work. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. And I feel like that's with every roster, but I think Spider Foes is like, okay, let me go on my. I don't have to stick with certain things anymore. You know. That's interesting. But yeah, like. I think if you're playing Spider Foes, Black Swan's that 5 threat for you. Just, that's just my opinion on that. Let's get back to listening to some music for a second. Yeah, try it. I mean, I was trying it a week ago, but okay, so I tried it a couple of weeks ago, but it was in a game where it was a new player coming into the game, and I was trying to teach him how to play, and I wasn't trying to play them like optimally. I was just trying to, I was just learning Black Swan and trying to teach the player the game and all that stuff, and so I can't really gauge it, but I feel like it works. I'll just tell you this right now. I feel like with the double dip and rerolls, I feel like it works. I feel like it's something that needs to be experimented with a little bit more. I think it has legs, but don't take her without a gem because her power generation is just whatever. You want that extra power with her. And Spider Foes really, they force opponent to reroll a die, but it's not an affiliation that you just sit there and you're gonna sit on a massive amount of power. I mean, you're gonna need you're gonna need a lot of dice to go your way, for that to happen, for that to be a thing. So you kind of just don't want to, with her like in that roster and that list, you kind of like don't want to think about how am I going to get power onto this character is what I'm getting at. You kind of want her, okay, she's going to generate her power by herself with this gem. How do I use her now effectively with the leadership and her kit? So I think like I said, that's your 5 threat. And I think she works really well. She's going to have the power to do all her crazy shenanigans. Oh, yeah. You got to do it. Oh, no, you're good, bro. James, what's up, man? Nice to see you, bro. Well, there's no new... Right now, I'll tell you right now. There is no... Right now, the meta is the Wild West. I don't know if anybody agrees with me with that. I'll tell you this right now. The meta before these changes... We were probably going to see a lot of Shadowland Daredevil, Brotherhood, Shield, Black Order, stuff like that. Now, I think it's the Wild West, man. I'm being honest with you. I think this is a good thing. Field dressing being gone, I think it's going to change a lot of lists. A lot of people play. We didn't even talk about Mystic Wakan and Herbs. Son of a bitch. Mystic Wakan and Herbs is banned. Jesus, yeah. Applause to that, by the way. Like, applause to Mystic Wakan and Herbs being gone. Does anybody feel bad about that? I don't. I feel great. Mystic Wakan and Herbs is gone. And that's a good thing. What a good day. I didn't want it to be banned. I've been on the record. I didn't care for it to be banned. Didn't bother me. If it didn't get banned, I'd be like, whatever. I can figure it out. If it did get banned, I'd be just as happy. I don't care. But clearly... There were tactics cards that wanted to be designed to work a certain way, that the company wanted, they want people to play the game a certain way. And that extract just it didn't do well. It fucked up a lot of their plans, man. And I'm glad it's gone. Dude, it's a fresh new meta, dude. It's fresh. Like, go into your, like, I keep telling people, like, now you're going into your bag a lot more. Look at these fucking cards that we just came up with today. Trip Up. Not saying it's an optimal but dude, here's another way to put out Stun and Stagger on a problem character. If you don't want to, you can find room for Trip Up. Kick them while they're down is a little interesting. I think Neogenetic Recombinator for Spider Foes comes back, like is in your list. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I wouldn't say understand their game. I think they understood their game because every change they make, if you notice, like every change that AMG has made makes sense. So I think they knew their game. I just think they wanted to design something because it's so hard to keep track of everything, man. Like people are all like, "Oh my god!" Like, listen, it's not easy to keep track of like hundreds of tactics cards, missions that you made 4 years ago, right? Because you got to remember their production cycle is 12 to 18 months out. So I just threw out a random number there. I don't know if it was 4 years ago, but let's just say Mystical Wakanda Herbs was made 4 years ago, and then you're constantly making tactics cards and you're doing all this other kind of shit. Like things get lost in the sauce. You're not going to catch everything. Okay, the amount. What's encouraging is that they knew this was the direction this was going to go, and they had a plan for it. That is what people should be taking away from yesterday. That is a good thing. And they're not sitting around and talking about how competitive is ruining shit, and then not going to develop a game because of whatever. Like they can just take that approach and just tell us to fuck off, and they didn't. So that needs to be applauded. But yeah, you're not going to catch everything. At least now, at least they knew. That's my. Oh, absolutely. Yes. 100%. Yeah, exactly. Right. They're learning. And all you could do is like keep making things and then like try to keep it with as best you can. And they're doing that, man. They're doing it. Also, guys, we have a document for competitive. I've been waiting for this since I played this game. A document, something for tournaments to a guide to go by. Not that we've had a lot of tournaments for Marvel. I mean, I think the tournament scene has picked up this year, like maybe towards the end of last year into this year. I think the tournament play has been picked up because restrictions have gone down and all that stuff, right? So we finally have a document that we can follow that we can use because I organize tournaments in my area, so it makes my life a lot easier, right? I can go ahead and do what I need to do and whatever. And that's. Oh, I know you're junkie. I know who you are. I know you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that statement. It was a lack of knowledge, probably. Yeah, yeah. Um, which is true. Um, but they didn't let things play out like that, which is a good thing. And even though there was herb jank out there, I mean the tournaments that I've listened to or kept up with, herb really wasn't wrecking things. It was just too janky. It was too stupid in how often someone could score that. Too much jank to score that thing. You know what I mean? That's what it was. Just no. I felt like there's a developer out there. I guarantee you, there's probably that one guy that's been writing these cards, that's been trying to get rid of Mystical Con and Herb for the longest time. Because notice, there's been like a chain of events here. Like Shield comes out, they have jank for Herb. Juggernaut comes out, he has something for Herb. I feel like there's a developer out there that did not like Herb and was like, fuck it, I'm going to kill it this way. Here's another card. Here's another card. Here's another card. You know what I mean? Like, I get that feeling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no problem, man. I hope I did, man. I hope I helped you out, man. You guys helped me out with some stuff too, man. That's all what this is about, like helping each other out and thinking about rosters and stuff like that. And I'm doing the same thing myself. Granted, I don't have much to think about as I play Brotherhood, but All right, bro. Lucas, take it easy, man. Have a good one, bro. I think I'm gonna call it here. Junkie, I'll talk to you on Discord somewhere if you want to talk more about this stuff. Hit me up, bro. We'll always have a good conversation about stuff. Anybody else here, man? Thank you guys for watching. I'll be doing this a lot more often. I think I'm gonna just keep streaming on YouTube. To be honest with you, I think I'm just gonna put it here. Twitch is fine. This is just easier for me. I have a channel. I got people here that subscribe and all that. Be a good way to communicate with the subscribers and all that stuff. This is good. I'm gonna keep this going. So, and reining in, which, yes, correct, 100%. I agree with you, 100%. No, I know you're not negative. What you're saying is absolutely 100% correct. It's 100% correct. I'm only saying, like, they responded. I think what I'm trying to say is they responded accordingly, is where I'm getting at. And I like the way they respond to things because they're not like, hey, this just came out a week later, I need to address it. No. They actually let things play out, which is a good thing. And then they address it. So, like, the other thing is, too, when it comes to rotation, the people that were negative about the rotation, I had to remind them that in the rulebook, day one, before this game even came out, because remember, they released the fucking rulebook before the game came out. It mentions in the rulebook about a rotation. It mentions a ban and restricted list. They knew this was coming. Now, was it because of the herb and all this? I don't know. Maybe that sped up the process to start the rotation, right? But yeah, I agree with you 100%. You're not being negative. You're being honest, and I agree with you on that. I don't think they knew. I agree. All right, now I'm gonna get going. I gotta get going. I need to play a local. I'll let you guys know how this goes with Brotherhood today, with this stuff, and we'll see what happens. Have a wonderful, blessed day, guys. Junkie, we'll talk again some other time. Lucas, thank you guys for joining. Beef Dragon, have a wonderful day. Everybody out there, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna keep doing this. I think this is a good thing to do, and we'll continue. We'll see what happens from this. Have a wonderful day, guys. Take care. Bye.